Hi, Warsman Reviews here with another review. Now my last video was a Star Wars rant. I hope you all check that out because apparently my most viewed videos are Star Wars videos. So I'm gonna do another Star Wars review today. Even on my old account, well not my old account, even on my main account, Warsman111, my most viewed videos are my Star Wars video game videos. Similarities there? Yes. And if you notice, I'm wearing Joker and Joker. Alright. Star Wars The Clone Wars, the movie. I have it on DVD, as you can see. I don't even know if I can open this up. See? Have it on DVD. I saw this movie in the movie theaters. Yes, movie theaters. With my cousin, Little Man. You've probably seen him in a couple of my videos on my main account, and I think he's been in 2 videos on this account. So, basically, a lot of people complain about this movie like it's horrible. But the thing I always say is that it's aimed towards kids, this movie. Um, because the Clone Wars series, the whole series, let me get this, is aimed towards kids. You know what I mean? That's why the animation is sort of like, it's sort of like wooden dolls. Like, I mean, I like the animation though. Uh, but if you're gonna watch this movie, you know, you have to watch it as a kid. Basically, this is a new era. This is the Clone Wars. Now, in the original Star Wars movies, like Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and A New Hope, yeah, it took place during the Galactic Civil War, but like you didn't see like massive battles like in Episode 2 and Episode 3. You didn't see that like in those movies because it was well, it was much smaller, basically. Like of course the spaceship battles there were a lot of people there, and the Battle of Endor, the final one, there were a lot of people there, but there weren't like these big war battles with thousands of people there. There were people, but not like the Clone Wars. So the Clone Wars, that's the reason why it has a lot of people. That's why it's called the Clone Wars, because there are clones, a lot of clones. So this movie is mainly an action movie. Story is okay. Ahsoka Tano, this one, has Jabba the Hutt's son. No, not has Jabba. Has to protect Jabba the Hutt's son. They all have to. Uh, from Count Dooku and to cause like this big conflict. But I enjoyed this movie. I like the animation. I like the battles are pretty cool, and the characters are pretty interesting. You got Obi-Wan, Yoda, Ahsoka, Mace Windu, but the clones are really the most interesting. What sets this movie and the whole series apart from the rest of the Star Wars universe is that the clones, they really go in depth with the clones. Like the Clone Wars cartoon, some episodes are just dedicated to the clones. And stories are really interesting to tell. Uh, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Is it like Empire Strikes Back? No. Is it like A New Hope? No. Is it like the original? No. It's a new movie. It's the new age. That's what it's supposed to. Because the old movies, yes, they're awesome movies. I love the movies, but that's a different generation. George Lucas is trying to appeal to a new generation, so he changed it up a little. Was some of the things controversial? Yes. But change is always going to be controversial in some way or another. If I change Warsman Reviews to Warsman Sass, you're going to keep complaining. What does Sass mean? Because I changed the name. But yeah, it's like with any franchise. People complain, oh, they're going to do a new Batman movie. You know, I'm sure people complained, and then they released it, and it was awesome. And then they released Dark Knight, which was also awesome. Granted, some things are better than others. The first King Kong remake, 1976, was not that good. The 2005 remake was excellent. The original is, of course, a classic. Of course, like I said, the Star Wars, they're 2 completely different eras. The original era from the 70s and 80s, and the new era from the 2000s to now. He's trying to appeal to a new audience, and you know what? He's appealed to a new audience. So, my hat's off to you, George Lucas. You may be a son of a bitch, but you know how to appeal to the audience. You know what? it's not like he's not selling out. Well, maybe he is, because you got the Old Republic coming out, Force Unleashed 2, which is already out, and you got Lego Star Wars game. All three of those games appeal to three different people. Essentially, Old Republic is online, more adult. Force Unleashed is more adult, and then the Lego Star Wars game, of course, to kids. But I enjoy the Lego Star Wars games because they're easy and they're simple and they're fun. So, whenever you're thinking about a franchise, just think about how times change. Okay? Everything is going to be good to us as a kid, of course, because we're a kid, we don't have no responsibilities. As we get older, we begin to notice things more. But you have to watch this movie in kid mode. So I recommend it if you watch it in kid mode. I'm Warsman Reviews. Rate, comment, and subscribe.